Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to see 10 tips of how successful people manage their time. Tip number 1. Successful people have a time check. Successful people know how they spend their time. In their office setting, they know the tasks that are stealing their time. For example, successful people may be spending an hour on email instead of completing important projects. Knowing exactly where their time is going helps them make decisions about delegating tasks or buying software to speed up some lower level process. Tip number 2. Successful people set a time limit. Setting a time limit for a task can be fun. In fact, for successful people, it can be like a game. Some companies actually divide employees into groups, and the groups that finish a project or a task first get a reward. Successful people apply this principle to any task. They set a definite time limit, such as an hour or two. Then they try to finish the task within allotted time and feel the excitement as they do it. Tip number 3. Use software. Use software tools for time management. Technology is more sophisticated at managing time. Various apps even help track employees' time so that you can monitor their check-ins and check-outs. The internet offers a variety of apps and tools, and some are useful for business management, especially for monitoring and addressing and assessing daily processes. For many apps, the advanced functions of the paid version can also give you added control and better user experience. Tip number 4. Successful people always have a to-do list. Having a to-do list is always a time saver. If you have a list, you'll never have to wonder what's on the daily agenda or what to do next. Indeed, for successful people, a list keeps them focused and motivated. Focused on feeling that sweet satisfaction every time you tick off a task from their list. List also let them see and monitor their progress, even if they are surrounded by distractions. Their list will keep them on the right track. Tip number 5. Successful people plan ahead. Planning ahead is a critical part of time management. Ideally, successful people plan ahead for the week or at least the day before. For they know exactly what needs to get done for the day or week. They stay focused and organized. Successful people break tasks across days to see in advance how much time is needed to complete a project. Even spending just a few minutes planning ahead transforms how they work. Tip number 6. Successful people start with their most important tasks. Successful people do their most important tasks in the morning. All those stressful tasks, the big bulk of their work, the hardest tasks, they do them in the morning. The reason is simple. They have the most energy in the morning, so they are able to tackle the tasks efficiently and completely. Plus, the feeling of the accomplishment at getting the most important stuff done first will make the rest of the day that much better. Tip number 7. Successful people delegate and outsource. Successful people know they can't do everything by themselves. So they cut some slacks and delegate. They train someone to do some simple processes in their work or office. That frees them up to focus on the bigger projects or the more complicated tasks. They can even outsource the work to an experienced freelancer and save money. Tip number 8. Successful people focus on one task at a time. If successful people have chosen to do a task, they see it through to the end. They avoid half work, which means abandoning their current tasks and doing something else entirely. One example of half work is writing a report, then suddenly checking your email for no reason and writing replies. That's not only bad time management but also bad for your concentration. You will lose your momentum. Focus on the task at hand and avoid these pitfalls. Tip number 9. Successful people make some changes in their schedule. Successful people feel more energized at certain times of the day. They change their schedule to embrace that. Make the most Make the most of your time. Some people are more energized in the morning, while some are night owls. When you choose the best time schedule for you, you will enjoy the benefits of being able to do more. Tip number 10. Successful people avoid perfection. Successful people don't let perfect be the enemy of the good. As they say, avoid overanalyzing everything you do. That doesn't mean be careless. However, do your best always, but perfection can drag you down, so don't think about it. Or once you've finished a task and given it your best, you have to move on. Effective time management is ultimately a result of having the right attitude and commitment to our goals. Thank you for watching this video and thank you for visiting my channel. Like, share and subscribe. Have a glorious day. Have a glorious moment.